I'm Chris Lawrence with your headlines from North Texas. Emergency crews had to pull off a daring rescue in McKinney after a truck was left dangling from a highway overpass. This happened Wednesday afternoon on the southbound lanes of the Sam Rayburn Tollway. Investigators say the driver tried to avoid a stalled car and lost control. His truck plowed into that vehicle, crashed through a concrete barrier, and came to rest hanging over the side. Firefighters rescued the truck driver, and both he and the person in that stalled car only suffered minor injuries. Over in Lewisville, police are investigating a deadly double shooting. Officers say a man shot his mother at Northwood Mobile Home Park, then turned the gun on himself. Paramedics rushed him to a hospital, but his mother died at the scene, and investigators say there's no threat to the public. A school district in North Texas is waiting on a decision that could impact thousands of students and teachers. Will the state take control of its schools? TEA Commissioner Mike Morath spent all day assessing Worth ISD, and Teresa Woodard just spoke with the man helping the district to sway him.
Now we have our discussion paper. We're going to continue using that.
One teacher can change a student's entire life. To change an entire district takes a team.
And, you know, in Dallas, we turned around a lot of schools over my history.
Former Dallas ISD Superintendent Michael Hinojosa is on Worth's team now.
And they're on a crash course with some issues with accountability with the state of Texas.
Hinojosa launched a consulting firm in retirement, and Worth ISD used philanthropic funding to hire him at a critical moment.
Chronic academic problems at several campuses in Lake Worth.
All but one of the district's schools has an F rating. One failed for a fifth year in a row. That's why the Texas Education Commissioner came here Tuesday.
State intervention is required. The question is, what's the form of the state intervention?
Every other Monday afternoon, we have a conversation about what needs to be done to have a sense of urgency. I said, Mark, your hair needs to be on fire. I mean, this is it.
Mark Ramirez is months into the job as Worth's superintendent. He used to work under Hinojosa in Dallas, a district that's a pretty good model of bouncing back.
In the 90s, our history was not good. We have 5 superintendents in 5 years, and one went to prison. That was not good. Dallas went from a culture of entitlement to a culture of accountability over a long period of time, and we accepted that, and I think he believes in it, and so he's there to try to help make it happen.
Hinojosa says he prefers local control and hopes Worth keeps it, but knows the state has a role.
You got to deliver, and if you don't deliver, you don't deserve to be the leader there.
Ensuring students have a chance. In Tarrant County, I'm Teresa Woodard.
The Fort Worth City Council just voted to rename part of White Settlement Road West Side Drive, specifically a mile stretch between University and North Henderson. That area will be home to a massive new development called West Side Village. The developer is already sinking $1.7 billion into this project and has agreed to cover the $26,000 it costs to make that switch. The world's only Michelin-starred taco shop just closed its pop-up in Dallas just days after it opened. El Khalifa de Leon is based in Mexico City, and it just opened its first outpost in Texas last Thursday at Snyder Plaza. It was supposed to stay open for a couple weeks, but the shop and travel app Gringo abruptly ended their collaboration. El Khalifa says it wasn't up to its standards, while Gringo's founder claims there were infrastructure issues like water leaks. He's still honoring reservations and serving tacos with their own cooks. A group of women are bearing, well, not quite all, but close to it, and proving age really is just a number. Kevin Reese shows us how something that started as a joke on movie night produced some unlikely calendar girls.
What we could do is just say, everybody find a seat.
It's not every day you visit a retirement home.
Everybody find a seat.
Find 26 ladies of a certain age popping champagne, seated at one very long table, and each wearing a bright red sash.
Hello.
But 6 of them.
Boy, is that light? All right. Do we need to be powdered?
With Prosecco as liquid courage.
Oh my, this is my third.
Agreed to explain why.
Whose fault is this?
Mine.
Retirement home resident Susan Delarios got the idea
in the quiet English town of Naples.
When on a movie night at Presbyterian Village North, the ladies watched that Calendar Girls movie.
The flowers of Yorkshire are like the women of Yorkshire.
The one where other ladies of a certain age decided the best way to raise money for charity was to pose for a semi-nude calendar.
February.
March.
April. I did talk to the
executive director and almost caused a heart attack. And then I thought later, well, why not? Why not? Well, let's do it.
So, over the course of a year, Susan recruited 26 retirement home residents. 82-year-old Carol Kress said no twice.
Now, it only took her 3 times to get me.
Celine Hubler agreed just to help with paperwork.
So long as I was behind the scenes, I didn't care.
And yet she's in a picture.
And yet I'm in there. Prosecco helps.
And sometimes with that liquid courage in hand, photo shoots popped up all over the Presbyterian Village North Campus.
And why I persisted? Sure. There were times I wanted to go, I can't do this.
But they did. And the result? Timeless beauties, barely seasoned and fabulous. A skinny dip in the fitness center swimming pool, a little naked mahjong in the game room, a lightly clothed happy hour, the outdoor pond, a day with a few friends at the dog park, the pickleball court, and a good semi-nude read in the library.
Are you celebrities now?
No, we hope to be.
Celebrities raising money for a charity of their own, the T. Boone Pickens Hospice Program at Forefront Living, while also sending a thinly disguised message.
That we have fun.
Age doesn't define you.
And aging is not to be feared.
I hope we inspire them to get up every day and embrace life, embrace the joy of living.
But your message is that you are ladies who have a lot of life left.
Yes.
And you're going to spend it well.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
They weren't supposed to buy them yet.
Meanwhile, back at the calendar reveal party,
They're buying them already.
yes, the men of the retirement village were lining up to get a calendar of their own,
That's okay. Let them buy them. Okay, who needs to sign this?
and the ladies wondering if the men would ever be brave enough to do this too.
Well, they don't have to be naked to be sexy.
A resident named Duke Thornton suggested the men were more ready than they thought.
What do you think, Penny? Should I get some men together and we'll do the full Monty?
Until then, if you're in need of a 2026 calendar with a group of ladies aged 59 to 92 enjoying a New Year's Eve party bus in the buff, this may be the calendar and the models for you.
Yeah, the model of joy is what we want to be. Yeah, the model of laughter and joy.
And if you're lucky enough, even get an autographed road trip on a retirement home golf cart. Timeless beauties riding off into a sunset that they're not ready to meet just yet. In North Dallas, I'm Kevin Reese.
Boy, some lovely ladies redefining what it means to grow old. And those are your headlines from North Texas.